Everyone, welcome back for another episode of the Adam C. Moreno Show. Hope you're all feeling good today. Guys, some news just broke that is completely bonkers, absolutely unbelievable, jaw-breaking, reality-bending news that is so, like, I'm almost speechless here. I really am. But this conversation is way too important to put off for another day. So I just wanted to go ahead and report on it immediately. Without wasting any more time, let me go ahead and play this video. This is crazy. Also, if you like having conversations like this, if you think they matter, please consider liking and subscribing. They're one of the best ways you can help me out. Okay, check this out.
Here are today's top news. To ensure only the best words are used, White House speech announces new Thesaurus with all synonyms replaced by Trump. In shocking speech, White House announces plan to replace all U.S. ambassadors with highly opinionated game show hosts for more entertaining diplomacy.
The White House.
Okay. Have you guys noticed anything yet? You noticed anything at all? Without letting you sulk in it much longer, guys, all these clips that I just played right now, they've all been they're all AI generated. They are all artificial. They are not real. Guys, Google recently launched in the last like 48 hours. It's called a VO3, and it's pretty much a tool that lets people create some stunning artificial work that is genuinely unbelievable. This is obviously terrifying. Some people would think this is cool in the technology space. Like, yes, it's cool that humans are able to do this, but there are some real world complications because the line between reality and fiction seems to be getting blurry, especially in the news space. Whenever I saw this post, things really clicked for me. Someone said, it's been 48 hours since Google launched VO3. It's time for the thing that everyone feared, fake news. And we're not talking about the fake news that President Trump talks about all the time when referring to MSNBC or CNN. This is talking about the news that could go viral in a moment, that is actually saying, who knows what. Like, I'll play this a little bit more now that you know that this is artificially generated. Check this out.
I will now write all press briefings to ensure 100% factual incomprehensibility. White House speech reveals plan to resolve international trade deficits by challenging other nations to high-stakes Mar-a-Lago croquet matches.
In a bid to combat misinformation, AI content generators begin watermarking all human-created text with potentially unreliable content warnings.
Mass amnesia.
So there we go. Like, obviously right now, there are some tales that make people think that this is artificially generated. If you look at some of their hands, like if you look at this woman's hand right here, you could maybe see a little clearly like, oh yeah, this is not normal. But if I could say one thing very clearly, is the reason this is terrifying is that this right now is the worst it will ever be. Axios also just covered this literally hours ago. Title is Google's new AI video tool floods internets with real looking clips. This is one of them. Look at that. I love that they have a Why It Matters section. So good. But this is it. Google's newest AI video generator, VO3, generates clips that most users can't seem to distinguish from those made by human filmmakers and actors. Holy smokes. Why It Matters. VO3 videos shared online are amazing viewers with their realism, and also terrifying them with a sense that real and fake have become hopelessly blurred. In 2023, whenever AI video was just starting, like this was essentially the time lapse, right? The prompt here was Will Smith eating spaghetti. And at the time, I remember, I had my finger on the pulse for a really long, for ever since the beginning. And this prompt was also really stunning because people were saying, oh, well, the fact that this came from a prompt and this is the output in a video format, not a picture, video, this is crazy. The jump between text to video is so monumental that it should make a lot of people uncomfortable. Perfect. I just found the Will Smith spaghetti test video. All right, look at this. So just for reference again, this was the same prompt 2 years ago, 2023, Will Smith eating spaghetti. Look at that. Look how terrible that is. Look at the fork. Look at the spaghetti. Look at his mouth moving. Look at his eyes. Look at that. Okay. All right. Now, fast forward to today. You got to be kidding me. I don't often think like, oh, guys, we're cooked. I don't think that. I have a more hopeful and optimistic view of the future. But I gotta be honest. Whenever I see things like this, I do get a little worried. This is crazy. And if all this is making you nervous and you're wondering what people are thinking, just look at this. Here are some of the quote tweets. Is it not genuinely scary to anyone else how real these are getting so quickly? And with practically zero legal use cases, too. Wow. Another person says it should be illegal to make AI of real people, 100%. Another person says AI is a plague on humanity. And the fact that we went from this to this in a matter of 2 years is crazy. Look at this.
Okay, so Riz is basically short for charisma.
Got it.
And that's a verb as well.
This isn't real. This came from a prompt and maybe some sample pictures, and then the output was video. This is going to change everything. This is going to change how people consume entertainment. It's going to change how people consume information. This changes how all of these things travel. There's going to be a new shift in the mediums, and I think people really need to be prepared for it, because the line between what's real and what's fake is just becoming increasingly invisible, and we don't know. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Tell me that you've never like seen this sitcom, because this looks real. If someone were to show me this 2 days ago and ask me, "Hey, have you seen this TV show?" I'd probably say, "No, I haven't." Why? Because it looks that real. I had no idea this came from a prompt. Look at this. Obviously, the text and the speech give it away, but check this out.
A video about nothing?
It's about nothing. Who would watch a video about nothing?
This is amazing.
My mind is literally blown. This is crazy.
Imagine all the narrative possibilities.
We can sing talk.
I know part of me, like the other side of this coin, is like, oh my gosh, look what human beings could do. Look at the new stories we're going to be able to tell. We're going to stretch the bounds of our creativity. This is amazing. This is great. But I can't help but think about the so many people who are probably watching this video, maybe watch my content, who might be a little bit nervous, right? Because how are they going to know what's real and what's fake, what's artificial and what's reality? That to me is really uncomfortable. Look at this. This is another one. Hashem Al-Ghali says, I did more tests with Google's VO3. Imagine if AI characters became aware that they were living in a simulation. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at this other video. This is AI. Hollywood is cooked. Bollywood is gone. Long live Google VO3. I'll just play a little bit.
When we get in there, I want no bullshit. You stay on my 6 at all times.
And I gotta say this, like, this could very well be a movie that I have never seen before. So, to my knowledge, at this moment, everything that I've shared with you is completely artificially created. Okay, so if maybe my video is going to get copyrighted because I'm playing some big blockbuster movie that I've just never seen before. But to my knowledge, this is all fake.
Stay sharp. These fuckers are nasty and dangerous. Stay alert.
Like, come on. I can't be the only one here who's freaking out right now. That is crazy. Look at this person. This has over almost 5 million views. Look at this. Less than 24 hours since Google dropped VO3, and people are already creating wild stuff. A giraffe riding a bike in New York City. Right? And again, things like this, it's like, of course, this is AI. Of course. What worries me is things that are completely indistinguishable from reality. A college professor doing a class on Gen Z slang. Look at this. This person
Opinions. I mean,
at a car show, and no idea. An ASMR creator who was completely made by a prompt. I have that microphone. That's not this one, it's over there. But I have this microphone. This is a Blue Yeti microphone. And it literally looks perfect. Come on. Like, this is ridiculous. Wow. I just wanted to make this video to essentially sound the alarm, to give people the opportunity to know that the next time they see something completely ridiculous online, look twice. Be very cautious about what you see, because I think there's going to be a lot of people out there who abuse this, and they try to say that this is for creativity, but it's actually purely for manipulation. It's purely to emotionally distress people in order to get a bunch of views online and make a ton of money, right? I feel like that's going to happen. And I just really wanted people to be careful. I want people to know that this technology isn't hypothetical. This is here now, and these videos are everywhere. And I saw this. I thought this was really interesting. It really made me wonder. I never thought, I still don't think for a second that we are just binary zeros and ones. I don't think so. But this is a really compelling video. It's titled Prompt Theory. Check this out.
A girl told me we're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude. You're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random text?
Honestly, the biggest red flag is when the guy believes in the prompt theory. Like, really? We came from prompts? Wake up, man.
So again, the joke is that it's nodding at this idea that we're living in a simulation. And I never believed that. I still don't believe that. But because of this, because already in 2025, in May 2025, I'm watching a video that looks so unbelievably good that I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference if two videos were, side by side. I don't know if I'd be able to tell you definitively that these two human beings that I'm looking at aren't human beings at all, but they came from a prompt. Like, there's so much here. There I don't know where Google is getting their data from. There's an argument to be made that they're getting all this from YouTube and people who publish to their platform, yeah, and maybe, right? There's a lot of questions here, and there's not enough answers. But I really just wanted to make this video and show people what is happening online right now, and what's almost at like the center of cultural conversations, because this is huge. And if you're wondering what people are saying about the prompt theory, well, look no further, because look at this. One of the top comments is, of course, Elon Musk posted yesterday. He said, wow. And I believe Elon Musk is a longtime believer in the simulation theory. So there you have it. Trung Fan also said 100% confirmation we live in a simulation. Wow. Another person says, in the beginning was the word. Wow. Rex says, I don't think human beings are ready for how fast this technology is progressing. This is absolutely unbelievable. Jeez. Anyways, that's the conversation that I really wanted to have today. Please let me know what you think about all this. I think people are going to often land in two different categories. One, there's going to be people who are genuinely excited about the new stories they're going to be able to tell in a new way, and they're going to just feel like this is just a new expression of creativity that's going to be new and exciting and fresh. And I see that, I understand that. But on the other side, I think there's going to be people who are a little scared nervous that reality seems to be shifting before their very eyes, and I don't think it's a bad idea to have some guardrails here. Does that look like watermarks? Maybe. Should people know very clearly that what they're watching is artificial or AI? I don't know. I wish I had all the answers. I have way more questions than I have answers right now, and I think everyone else does too. But this is crazy. Are you excited about this future, or are you little teeter-tottering between realities? I'm not sure where I fall right now. But anyways, that's the video. Please let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. And please consider liking and subscribing. It's one of the best ways you can help. Yeah. All right. I'll see you next time. And I will be seeing you because I am not AI. All right. I'm a person. Wow. What a weird world. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.